is a production of Benny Broadcasting of the Ozarks. Welcome to an electrifying night of Osage Indians basketball. It's time for the pregame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
And welcome, everyone, to another presentation of School of the Osage High School Sports. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams with Maya back in the studio for us tonight. It is the regular season finale for School of the Osage as we travel up to Hallsville in a conference matchup against the Hallsville Indians, a potential conference championship on the line here tonight as Southern Boone and Blair Oaks do battle just south of us down here. And we'll try and give you updates of that game throughout the course of the evening. It's the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show up here in the Kellysport Marina top row of this gymnasium. And Steve, Osage, just to put it lightly, tough loss on Tuesday night against Camdenton. Their fourth game in 5 nights, not trying to make excuses for why they lost, but a very tough, a very physical game. Pogue hitting the three-pointer with 9 seconds left. Harrison hitting the shot that would have tied with 2 seconds left. An offensive foul called on him, and Camdenton picks up the 2-point victory on Tuesday, 53-51, to move Osage's record to 18-7 on the season.
Yeah, Camdenton came into that game with really a lot more maybe to gain than we had to lose, for sure. You know, they were coming into that night with a losing record, 10-11, and, you know, having been kind of embarrassed by Osage just maybe a few weeks before, losing by 18 on senior night. They get Carson Durden back. You know, I don't know what their schedule is in terms of how many games they'd have, but I imagine it wasn't 4 games in 5 nights kind of thing. And so they came out and, to their credit, took advantage of the opportunity they had, played with lots of energy, and that's really where they beat us if you look at that in 2 ways. Number one, rebounding, right? So they had 32 rebounds to our 21, all right? That makes a big difference throughout a game. And then they shot better than we did. We really struggled, especially beyond the three-point line, 15% for three.
It's just going to be hard-pressed to beat anyone when you're shooting 15% from the perimeter. And, of course, yesterday was seeding day for Class 4 District 10, which School of the Osage is in, and you had to think that Camdenton loss played into the seeding as Osage winds up as the 3 seed. The 1 and 2 seeds get buys in district, so Osage will be the 3 seed. They'll play Eldon next Monday night. That game will be in Bolivar, and we'll have the call for you right here on 102.7 as well as on MoSportsZone.com. And, of course, that will be a pay-per-view event since it is postseason play. The stream will be available through Misha. You have to pay $10 to watch the stream. Of course, the radio broadcast free if you listen online or through your radio. If you just go sit in the car and listen to the radio, Steve, it's free. Maybe it'll be nice out Monday. Go to the park, take a radio with you. Just have a listening party out there.
I think I'll be in the gym.
You'll be in the gym.
Yeah.
Down in Bolivar. All right.
The territory of the Liberators, right?
Yeah, that's a cool nickname. The Bolivar Liberators, and they're the 1 seed in that district, picking up a victory earlier in the season over the number 1 team in the state, Nixa. So you got to think that played into them getting the 1 seed, Stratford the 2 seed, and then Osage the 3, Springfield Catholic the 4, Buffalo the 5, Eldon the 6.
So you expect going into Eldon, we beat Eldon by double digits before. That's no guarantee for sure. You know, when you're playing a rival like that, but we would be certainly the favorites and looking to play a talented Stratford team that's had a lot of success this season. So it's going to be hopefully a great week of basketball next week. I hope it's a week of basketball.
I do too,
and not just Monday and Tuesday.
I hope we get acclimated to the Bolivar gym.
Have you been in the Bolivar gym?
I don't think so.
I have, but we went down last year to watch Bolivar play. After our season had ended there in Stratford, we went down to watch Bolivar play. I can't remember who they played. Some Kansas City team, I think, and they got beat pretty bad in that one. Pretty talented team they played. But I'm a fan of Gardner Casey. We'll see him in the gym next week, and I don't know if we'll get a chance. Hopefully we'll get a chance to play the Liberators. They're coming from the other side of the bracket, right? So it'd be good to see them in the championship.
And then, of course, the Osage Lady Indians, they are the 2 seed in their district, but there's only 5 teams there. Or I think they're the 2 seed. I don't know what seed. They're the 3. Mr. Sperling said they're the 3 seed, and they'll take on Bolivar, the aforementioned Bolivar. That'll be next Thursday night, and the girls' district games are at School of the Osage. So if you get a chance to come out and support the Lady Indians next Thursday in their game against Bolivar as they try and bring home a district championship. And their district is loaded, much like ours is. I was talking to my dad earlier today, and I saw a couple teams that we saw earlier in the season are in a district just to the west or the east of us. Cuba is the 1 seed in their district that has St. James in it as well. And, you know, just think if Osage had been over there, the path might be a little easier. But when you get in the postseason, you have to beat whoever's you're playing, you know. And you take a look at someone like Blair Oaks, and they've been the perennial favorite for a long time, and they're up there with Father Tolton and these Hallsville Indians and Boonville, and that's their district. So there's a lot of loaded districts in Class 4 this season.
Well, talking about loaded, we got a pretty talented team for an opponent here tonight with Hallsville coming in with a record of 20 wins and 4 losses. I think they had the 2 conference losses, so 2 of their 4 losses came from against conference teams, but they are playing well, averaging about 67 points a game to our 65 and giving up less than 50 to our 53 points a game. It should be could be a great contest tonight. I hope both teams bring their best and we come away with a win tonight.
Yeah, Hallsville lost to Southern Boone by 3. Osage lost to Southern Boone by 2. There are other common opponents. In fact, a vast majority of their schedule are common opponents.
Sure. So a big difference here, us getting the win against Blair Oaks, right? Boonville the same, both wins there. California, we both got wins from. Centralia always shows up. Eldon,
Did they really play Centralia?
Yes, they did play Centralia.
I guess we are up here.
You know, we both lost to Eugene, we both lost to Fatima, both lost to Southern Boone, and both beat Versailles. So not a lot to learn there unless you really, you know, focus in on the margin of victories or whatever. But none of that matters when you get on the floor tonight. You don't get a head start for how bad you beat a team earlier in the season.
Osage looking to bounce back after the loss on Tuesday night. 18-7 coming into tonight. They're the 3 seed in Class 4 District 10. Again, we are live on MoSportsZone.com. If you want to watch the live feed there, the YouTube channel no longer exists, but you can watch MoSportsZone.com. You can watch the feed there. And then we're working to get the games put up on the MoSportsZone website afterwards. I know that the Cannonson game didn't get a chance to get put up. Corrupted file. They said something about the color commentator.
I did the corrupting?
Yeah, they said you were the corrupter. And I said, that tracks.
You didn't stick up for me?
You
didn't have my back?
Not against the powers that be at MoSportsZone.com.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, looks like we're going to get a rendition of the national anthem here. So we'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When disaster strikes, count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook. Aye, Captain, the seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Does your home need a new look? A new roof or siding could be the perfect solution, and Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you will receive excellent customer service, as our factory-trained installers will deliver a quality product, on time and on budget. Now is the perfect time to upgrade the exterior of your home, so call us at 302-ROOF for all of your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, proudly serving the lake for more than 20 years.
It's the countdown to tip-off. Back to the Osage Indians pregame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri, as the School of the Osage Indians get set to take on the Hallsville Indians in a Tri-County Conference matchup. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Maya back in the studio for us tonight, as it is the final game of the regular season here. And we are live in the Kellysport Marina top row for the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show for the final time before postseason play starts next week down in Bolivar. Starting lineups being introduced. First for the Indians, Steve.
We got the Blake Show. Blake Harrison, number 2. We got the Menace, Landon Childs, number 3. We got the Magician, Maverick Trusty, number 5. The Catalyst, the Facilitator, number 10, Dane DePay. And the Gunslinger, Jackson Long, number 22. Starting for Osage Indians tonight.
Looks like it's going to be a senior Caden Thompson as well as a senior Cameron Cox. Senior Isaac Stinson. A freshman, Tatum Brayman. That's surprising. The squad. And I'm trying to get the number on that last train.
At guard, a 6-foot senior number 0, Caden Thompson.
Indians against the Indians here tonight, Steve. Number 1, Keelan Dorman, a junior. He's going to get the start here tonight. What do you think of this introduction here?
He's doing a good job, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
He's doing fine.
He should go pro. Oh, that's a Kenny Allen fine. Gave him the Kenny Allen fine.
It's good energy in the room.
Yeah, that's a freshman. Tatum Brayman, a freshman, getting the start here for Hallsville tonight.
Gymnasium fairly full here. Lots of energy in the room. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a fun one to
strange
watch.
game night. They had girls varsity, boys JV, boys varsity, and boys. The freshman boys, are actually playing right now.
Yes, and the girls' game was Hallsville and Smith Cotton. Is that correct?
Yes.
So not Osage girls. So don't want to confuse anybody there. So just lots of basketball going on here, and lots of basketball fans in the room. I don't recall. I think this is the first time I've covered a game or even watched a game in this room. It seems like we would have been here a couple years ago, but I don't recall it.
I think we did it virtually, Steve. Back when you didn't
say that?
You didn't want to get out. All right, so it's going to be Stinson and Harrison to jump it off. And tipped and knocked away. Hallsville will control it. Quick three-pointer up, no good. Stinson there for the rebound. And he is immediately fouled on the very first play there. A quick three-pointer up.
Foul called on Blake Harrison, his first in a hurry. 7 seconds into this contest.
We saw fouls play a big part of Tuesday night's game against Camdenton as well. Players getting in foul trouble all throughout that game on both sides of the basketball. First free throw is good from Stinson. We are controlling everything here, folks. The camera, the score, it's all us tonight.
We're in control of everything besides ourselves.
Steve, you are out of control. Both free throws good. Now some full court pressure here. Childs able to break it, get back behind the defense, gives it over to Harrison. He spins in, pump fakes, goes to work. Looks like his shot got knocked away and blocked. Back comes Hallsville the other way now. This is Cox with it, kicks it out. Dorman with it. Trying to go down towards the basket. Ball's knocked away. It'll be a baseline inbound coming up for Hallsville.
Deflection number 1 for Childs there. His specialty with that back tap.
2-0, 7:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. This is Dorman with it. Over on the wing, now into the corner. Stinson. Osage sticking with their 2-3 zone out of the inbounds. Normally a man-to-man defense. On the wing, in the corner. Three-pointer is up and good. And a quick 5-0 lead for Hallsville.
That's their second three already. They shot that first three with just seconds on the clock.
Trusty trying to go back behind the defense to Harrison. And trust me when I say the ball was knocked away out of bounds off of Hallsville. You'll never guess who's controlling the camera tonight. Off the inbound, Long gets the three-pointer up. Back iron, no good. Fight for the board. Rebound knocked around. On the floor, Harrison winds up with it. Goes up over the defense, gets the shot to fall, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for one more.
I'm pressing all kind of buttons up here.
You are.
Hope they're watching.
We got not live stats, but we got players who just recently scored. Their pictures popping up. We got season stats ticking at the bottom of the screen. And we got Harrison at the free throw line. 6:51 left to go. That chips into the lead, 5-3 now. Hallsville on offense. Nice spin move in the lane. Freshman can't get it to fall. That's Brayman. Harrison down with the rebound. Now he wants to move up the floor for the Indians. Gives it over to Long. Long. Back out to Trusty. Trusty back to Long. Long will step into a 17-footer. Back iron. No good. Stinson there for the rebound. Moves it up for Hallsville. Kicks it up ahead. This is Cox. Hands it off to Stinson. Stinson back to Brayman. Brayman back out to Stinson. Stinson goes to the lane. Takes it right to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Harrison's there for the rebound. Gives it over to DePay. Over to Long. Wide open in the corner. Three-pointer up. Front iron. No good. Weak side rebound down to Harrison. Harrison goes to work down on the block and just goes up and over his man and in. Ties this one up at 5. Blake Harrison. The Blake Show. Getting it done. Layup at the other end by Dorman. No good. Osage down with the rebound. This is Childs behind the back. Gives it over to DePay. DePay dribbles it up. Osage a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight on this possession. Maverick with it. Up top to Harrison. Over to Long. Long will hand it off to DePay. They'll switch on screens. Goes inside to Harrison. Harrison goes to work. Nice ball fake. Has players all around him looking to get it out. Gets it out to Long. He'll put up the long three.
Yes,
and the gunslinger gets that three-pointer to fall. Puts Osage in front 8-5. Jackson Long. Timeout on the floor by Hallsville as Osage has an 8-0 run to take a 3-point lead. We got a chance to talk to the Longs before the game in the hallway, Steve, and Jackson Long, he showed some love for the gun sounds.
I heard he just put it right back at you.
Yeah, he caught me in the hallway and he said, pew, pew, pew. And I said, pew, pew, pew.
Now, are those your sounds or my sounds?
The pew-pews are yours.
Okay.
But I manly, deep gun sounds.
Is that what I heard? Oh, there you go. And Long's great family. They're easy to be around for sure. Big fan of, obviously, their son and Osage basketball. And they've been, what?
This is their second go-around, yeah.
Yeah, graduates from Osage?
Yeah,
at least
right.
Both of them, or just Dad? I don't know. But I know he was talking about Coach Hampton stories.
Yeah, he was telling Coach Hampton stories.
Not many people anymore can tell Coach Hampton stories, right?
Not many. Hallsville basketball, 8-5 on the scoreboard, 5:16 left to go here in the first. Dorman into the lane, takes it right to the basket, can't get it to fall, and Harrison has the rebound. Now he'll bring it up, kicks it up ahead to Long. Long will just confidently step into the three and back-to-back triples for School of the Osage as Jackson Long, the gunslinger, gets Osage up by 6. I'll get that. Three-pointer up by Hallsville. No good. Long rebound chase down. And Trusty comes up with it. Gives it over to DePay. DePay quickly past the timeline. Trying to go back out to Childs, but off his hands out of bounds. We'll get this down, Steve. Don't you worry. Still iron. Last game of the season. We're still ironing the kinks out, okay?
That's because it's just trying to get better every game, right?
Yeah, all these stats down here at the bottom. Probably grainy on people's TVs at home. Can't even see them. Who knows? 4:31 left to go here. Stinson gets a back cut to the basket for the easy reverse layup there. And that cuts the 11-0 run. And Osage in front by 4. Now DePay back behind the defense. Kicks it out to Long once again. Wide open. Three-pointer up. Back-to-back-to-back triples for the gunslinger. To put Osage up by 7. Gonna have to reload this thing, Steve. Stinson in the lane, tough shot, up off the glass and good, and there's an answer from Hallsville. Makes it a 5-point game. DePay quickly the other way now, dribbles in, hands it off to Harrison, a lot of contact at the rim.
Ooh, boy.
They're gonna say, yeah, it's a jump ball there. It looked like Dorman went up and challenged the shot and got a lot of it, to be honest, but Harrison, that's not gonna affect him any. He stays with it. It's a jump ball out of bounds, stays here with School of the Osage.
First substitution here on the floor for Osage.
Off the inbound, Long. A long three from him. It's up, front iron. No good. Heat check from him. Can't get that one to fall. Now back the other way comes Hallsville.
They got Gruce and Northrop on the floor. And
yeah, substitutions that last possession there.
Childs and Trusty taking a breather.
Stinson picks up his dribble in the lane, looking for help. Goes up top to Schleter. Schleter hands it back off to Stinson. He gets a screen. Into the lane, ton of contact. Shot off the glass, no good. Gruce has the rebound. Hands it off to DePay. He's quickly across the timeline. Goes right to the basket. Nobody steps in for the help defense. And that's an easy basket for DePay. Extends the lead to 7, 16-9. Now back the other way. Gruce with the block at the basket. Sending it to the shadow realm, and the fans boo him. And in their appreciation. I don't get it.
Hey, those boo birds are close by, I think, right now.
They're not listening. 3:13 left to go here. Stinson with it up top. First quarter action brought to you by U.S. Disaster Restoration. Osage sticking with their 2-3 zone here. This is Dorman. Osage got down 5-0, but they are currently on a 16-4 run. Jackson Long, 3 triples in that process. Cox back over to Schleter. He'll step into a three-pointer, and he gets it. And Hallsville has an answer. So this full court pressure here. Get it into DePay. He works with Harrison. Harrison has it. Spin move. Trying to go back to DePay. A lot of contact there.
All kinds of contact there. We're going to call one foul on Hallsville, but
lots of all kinds of contact.
Could have been 2.
Call them all, Steve. Sideline inbound coming up with the full court press. Difficulty rating 8.
Made it look easy, my friend. That's what they do.
Like a 4. What's going on here? Long on the wing. His three-pointer is up. Rims around, doesn't fall. Rebound knocked around. Stinson has it for Hallsville. And he wants to move back the other way. Goes right into the defense, puts a shot on the glass. No good. Harrison has the rebound, hands it off to DePay. DePay, spin, kicks it up ahead. Now Northrop, he'll put the three-pointer up. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes right to Dorman. Dorman will bring it up for Hallsville now. He'll be picked up by Northrop. Gets it over to Schleter. Schleter hit the last 3 for Hallsville.
Osage playing pretty loose and confident on offense so far. Like seeing that.
Just under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. A 4-point advantage for School of the Osage. Schleter spins in, working on long. Oh, no, that's Brayman, the freshman. Shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. DePay has it. And their full court pressure is off the miss. And DePay coming down the floor takes a ton of contact, but they call the foul. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Hallsville here in this quarter.
1:40 left here in this first period. We got Trusty and Childs coming back in. Harrison's going to get his first break of the night, as well as the gunslinger, Jackson Long.
Trusty, Northrop, DePay, Childs, and Gruce on the floor for the Indians. Look for Maverick to throw it into Gruce in here on this inbound. See if he can get him post up on the newly entered player here, Abraham Rhodes. He's fronting him. Never mind, Steve. Disregard. Maybe if Gruce had played football, they could perfect that wide receiver fade. But as a goalie, his first instinct would be just to knock it away. Childs kicks it out to Northrop. Almost lost his footing over there. They go back up top to DePay. Osage will reset here as Hallsville switches to a 2-3 zone. Nope, they go back to man-to-man here now. Northrop has it up top. Hallsville switching on screens. Maverick with it, working on his man. Spins in, finds Gruce right at the basket for the easy left-hand finish. Beautiful entry pass from Trusty and a good finish by Andre the Gruce. Back the other way, three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Childs rips down the rebound for the Indians. Now he wants to move back the other way, hands this one off to Gruce. He tries to finish at the basket, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Stinson has it for Hallsville. Under a minute to go here in the first. Stinson, back tap from behind. They're going to call that foul on Childs.
His first of the night.
Baseline inbound coming up for Hallsville here. Just a second team foul in this quarter, and that very first play of the quarter was Osage's second team foul. So gone a long time without fouling. See, that's that goalie instincts kicking in, Steve. Gruce sticks his leg out. A leg save and a beauty from Andre the Gruce. Knocked back out of bounds. Hallsville has it. I'm going to practice my soccer calls. Maybe we'll do a couple soccer games next year, Steve.
Can't wait.
Three-pointer up by Cox, and he gets it to go. And Hallsville has an answer so far here in the first quarter, but Osage has a 3-point lead. DePay into the lane. Good pump fake. Gets the defender off the floor and finishes at the rim. What a great take there from DePay for 2. Makes it a 5-point game once again. 26 seconds left to go here in this quarter. Hands it off to Cox. Cox going right to left. Now he hands it off. This is Rhodes. Gets a step towards the basket. He's fouled, makes the layup, and he'll go to the line for one more.
It's a hot first quarter start for both of these teams. 20-17. See if they can keep up the pace. Got a chance to add to it here for Hallsville.
Abraham Rhodes at the line. You think I can call him Abe?
You can call him whatever you want. You got my permission.
Steve Rhodes.
No, that's what you call your zebra.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
You can't just be throwing Steve around all the time. You know, I charge you for every usage.
Yeah, you did copyright your name. Free throw no good from Steve Rhodes. Now, if he'd have made it, Craig Rhodes. 7 seconds left. DePay has it up top. Dribbles in, beats his man. Floater off the glass and good. And DePay gets another basket right before the end of the quarter here. They won't get the shot up in time. And Osage will take a 5-point lead into the second quarter. 22-17 after one. Take a break back with the second after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Attention all contractors, homeowners, and equipment enthusiasts. United Rentals has everything you need. That's right. And if they don't, they'll go to work to find it or order the piece of equipment that you need. With one of the largest fleets in the country, they carry everything from man lifts and telehandlers to skid steers and excavators. United Rentals not only rents, they sell used equipment as well. Looking for equipment service? Look no further than United Rentals to take care of your fleet. Take Highway 42 to Blue Ridge Road. United Rentals, helping you build the future.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri, 1 quarter of play in the books, and after one, Osage a 5-point advantage, 22-17. Steve, you talked about in the pregame show about how these two defenses barely give up 60 points a game, but they are both on track to get much more than that tonight.
Yeah, it just seem like two teams that are well matched. I'm not sure, who does this pace favor more? Maybe it's just kind of a nice, comfortable pace for both teams here. Scoring 22 points in the first quarter is a great way to start. We'll see if we can keep pace.
You're the one doing the score tonight. Is it a comfortable pace for you?
I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
Are you?
Yeah. Hey, can we get one of these buttons with my picture on it?
Yes, we can. Might break it. I can get one where it's like a collage of your face, different parts of your face. Second quarter brought to you by American Sun Control. Hallsville will start with the basketball, down by 5. Stinson up top to Cox, hands it off to Dorman. Dorman picked up by Childs. This is Brahman or Brayman. We'll figure it out if he scores. Thompson in the lane, has it knocked away, and DePay comes up with the steal. Camera never moved, but trust me. Childs has it up top now for the Indians. Gives it over to Maverick. Maverick over to DePay. They'll reset the offense here. Landon looking for Blake inside, nothing doing. Now Jackson Long goes inside to Harrison. Harrison goes to work on the interior. Spin move, shot up and in. And just, they denied him getting to a spot, Steve, but he just took the shot that he was given there. Now Dorman. Child's going to be called for the blocking foul. I believe that'll be his second.
Indeed. We're going to get Gruce back in the game here pretty quick. Child's going to take another breather.
7:05 left to go here in this second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage up by 7, 24-17. Baseline inbound coming up. Another tip off the inbound there. Harrison, the backup goalie for the soccer team, I have to assume. Brayman, the freshman, finally gets his first bucket of the night to go, makes it a 5-point game.
You need to tell the announcer it's Brahman.
Yeah, well, did you hear me wait to hear him say it?
Yeah,
so I knew how to do it. Trusty lost a handle on it. Now Dorman has it back behind the defense. He goes right to the rack, spin move at the lane, and finishes with the reverse layup. Tough finish there. And Brahman gets it to go. They're sticking with this full court pressure, even though Osage has shown the ability to handle it. As the camera in your way, I apologize.
Just checking the score on the computer. Make sure we got it good.
24-21. Harrison has it on the block. Looking for help. Kicks it out to Maverick. Maverick on the inside to Gruce. Gruce goes right to the basket. That's a good take there by Andrew Gruce. He has really ticked up his game in the latter part of this season, Steve. Really enjoyed watching him evolve.
Just being assertive, showing confidence, great footwork, great finish at the rim there.
Yeah, those were shots that weren't falling for him at the beginning of the season, but he has gotten so much more comfortable in that area, especially on offense. His defense has been great all season. Three-pointer in the corner, up, back iron, no good. Fight for the board, going to be tracked down by DePay. Now he gets trapped, and he calls a timeout before getting knocked out of bounds. If you're watching on MoSportsZone.com, I got the live ticker at the bottom going that shows season stats for the players. Dane DePay, Steve, leading the Indians in defensive rebounds this season. May not have thought that. Blake Harrison has a comfortable lead in the offensive rebounds, but DePay has really cleaned up the defensive glass this season, and he pulled one down right there, calls the timeout, keeps the possession for Osage as they have a 5-point lead.
Hey, nice addition with the ticker there at the bottom. I love how you made it where it like live changes, you know, as the game plays. That's awesome.
Don't.
It's really cool. You did a good job.
Don't say that.
Is that because you'll try to make it happen?
Yeah. But we'll be in Bolivar Monday night. There's going to be a bunch of buttons on this thing that you're controlling. 26-21 on the scoreboard. 5:44 left to go here in the second quarter. Look at this sideline area, Steve. That's difficulty 6.
Not for the Blake show.
No, not for us. I really got to revamp my ratings. Bruce hands it off to Maverick. Now gets it through the screen there on the inside. Jackson Long the assist, and Bruce with the finish. Bruce with 6 here tonight so far. What a first half he's had. 28-21, Osage in front. Cox, tough take on the baseline. Harrison tried to take the charge, but Cox gets the finish at the rim.
A little too fresh to say that word, please. I'm not saying the word charge just yet. We're going to wait a couple games before we say that again.
Long, wide open in the corner. His three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Stinson, board goes right to him. Now he wants to move up for Hallsville. Gives it over to Dorman. Dorman tries to spin in. Good defense there from DePay. Hands it off to Stinson. Ton of contact. Stinson going to be called for the charge.
We'll say it.
Whoops, sorry. And DePay, who leads the Indians in offensive fouls taken this season, picks up another one right there. He was actually tied with Landon Childs, and that'll put him back in front.
We call this the J.P. Cordula Award, or we call it the Brave Clark. Who was the Clark?
Paven?
Who was it? I don't remember his name.
That was Logan Havner. Took a bunch.
Oh, Havner? I thought it was, okay.
It was Cordula, yeah. Cordula and Havner are the two charge guys I remember covering.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't cover.
Harrison wide open, no one near him, and an easy finish at the rim. Nice vision there by DePay, and Harrison finishes with the easy basket. 4:31 left to go here in this quarter. Osage up by 7, 30-23. Three-pointer up on the wing and good. Cox has an answer. Makes it a 4-point game, and Hallsville sticking around. DePay inside to Gruce. Gruce, push shot up, bounces around, doesn't go. Harrison fights for the board. They're going to say stay here with a foul on the rebound.
Baseline inbounds for Osage. Dane DePay's got that. Just the second team foul for Hallsville.
Off the inbound, goes to Harrison. Harrison back out to DePay. Osage will reset here. Long off a screen, up top to Gruce. DePay has it on the wing, and Osage will reset here. Gruce has a size advantage on Dorman, but instead, DePay just goes right past his man and finishes at the rim. They switched on that screen out there, and DePay took advantage with his speed and agility over the much bigger man.
DePay with 8 tonight.
Hallsville on offense now. On the interior, that's Rhodes, and he just got a step and went and finished.
32-28.
Back the other way, Long. He'll pull up, take the three-pointer, and Jackson Long, the gunslinger, pulls up for Trey, gets that one to fall. Back the other way now, a three-pointer answer from Peyton Schlueter.
35-31 in favor of Osage.
Back behind the defense now, Trusty working the baseline, goes inside to Gruce, kicked out to Harrison. Thought about the three, now dribbles in. Tough push shot on the baseline, can't get it to go. Weak side rebound comes down to Schlueter. Schlueter will bring it up for Hallsville, trying to go inside, but a ball thrown out of bounds, back to school the Osage.
Northrop checking in the game. Maverick Trusty's going to take a breather here. Osage with the baseline. Inbounds. Harrison's got this one.
Blair Oaks out in front of Southern Boone, 17-13 right now, down at Blair Oaks. Osage up by 4, 2:41 left to go here. Ball goes, trying to go to Northup in the corner. That pass got tipped and stolen by Schlueter. Back the other way comes Hallsville. Tough take in the lane, can't get it to go. They get the offensive rebound. Three-pointer up by Cox. DePay blocks it. Harrison has the rebound.
Great effort by DePay there, flying out there to get that block.
Yeah, I believe he leads the Indians in blocks this season, too. 2:08 left to go here in this quarter. Osage up by 4. DePay off a screen, Long coming off a double screen, but Hallsville kind of had that one sniffed out, so Osage will reset here. Harrison hands off to Long, over to Northup. Trying to go inside to Harrison, a beautiful entry pass. They get the pump fake, defender off the floor, and Harrison will go to the free throw line. Such a heady play from the junior.
Hey, just being really intentional about getting touches for our bigs here tonight. Nice balance between the perimeter shooting and scoring in the paint.
Here's Blake Harrison's stats on the season, 13.9 points coming into tonight. He'll likely go over 200 rebounds on the season, not in one game, Steve. That'd be a record. And he's a 77% free throw shooter, and that goes up with that first one. Makes the lead 5, 36-31, 1:47 left to go here in this second quarter. Second free throw is good as well. Extends that lead out. 37-31, a 6-point advantage. Hallsville has the basketball. This is Brayman with it, picked up by Gruce. Goes underneath the backboard, throws it out to Cox. Cox over to Stinson. Stinson working on Harrison. Wants to get to his spot, finds himself underneath the rim, lost it. Ball's on the deck out near the sideline. Stinson chases it down for Hallsville. They'll reset. Cox to Stinson. Shot on the rim, no good, but he gets his own rebound, and his putback is also not there. And DePay tracks it down for School of the Osage. A chance to extend the lead now.
Stinson struggling to finish a little bit here tonight.
Trying to go out to Long. And threw it where he thought he might be, but he was not there. Instead, it's a turnover back to Hallsville.
37-31 in favor of Osage. 1:09 left in this second quarter.
What do you think of Gruce guarding Brayman here? Interesting matchup.
Yeah, it is indeed. They're trying to take advantage of it. I don't know if there's something to take advantage of it at all.
Gruce been playing really well here. Cox, three-pointer up, back iron, no good. Rebound knocked away from Gruce, and Stinson has it. He'll put up a long triple off the rebound, no good. Harrison has it for the Indians of Osage. Long now, he'll step into a triple on the other end, and Jackson Long is having a half. The gunslinger with his 5th three.
I think they should get louder.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I hope he doesn't hit many more if that's the case. Underhand layup, no good. Osage with the rebound. DePay has it for Osage. Long thought about it and thought better of it. Osage will reset here.
40-31, 18 seconds left in this second quarter.
Yeah. DePay off the screen, finds Long. Pump fakes the three. Lost a handle on it, stolen from behind by Stinson. Stinson wants to come down. Now he lost a handle on it. Ball's on the deck, blocked by Harrison, but they're going to call a foul. Harrison with a pretty clean block that gets called for the foul there.
Harrison, that'll be his second. He had a foul at the very beginning of this half, and then at the very end of this half. We got 6 seconds left with Hallsville at the line.
As far as fouls are concerned, Blake Harrison is the alpha and the omega of this half, Steve.
That's a good reference. I'm impressed. Yeah. You're such a Greek scholar.
Well, I know you're Steve Stradamus, but I'm more like Craig Aleo.
Misses the first free throw attempt. We're getting Harrison out of there so we don't pick up a third foul with 6 seconds left. Luke Wolf comes in to relieve him and do a little rebounding here, hopefully.
Second free throw is good. DePay with 5 seconds. Comes down the floor. He'll put up the float three. Back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound and put back, and it's also no good. But Osage will take an 8-point advantage into halftime. 40-32. We'll take a break. Come back with the halftime show. And Are You Smarter Than Steve? You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win. Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner. Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Rise and shine and start your day the right way at Hy-Vee Market Grill with their Pick 3 breakfast deal. For just $5, you get 2 eggs, choice of crispy bacon or savory sausage, and toast or fluffy pancakes. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Available now at your Osage Beach Hy-Vee Market Grill location only. Breakfast for $5? That's a morning win.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Tradition runs in the family. Family vacation, family Sunday dinner, and family holiday gatherings. Lake of the Ozarks boaters find top quality boats and service at Kelly's Port. The same owner and manager for over 40 years. Now that's a tradition. Start your own family tradition on a new Regal boat or Bennington pontoon, backed by highly trained and certified technicians. Kelly's Port on Business 54 in Osage Beach, the marina on Dude Ranch Road, or online kellysport.com. Book your winterization now.
You're listening to Osage Indians basketball. KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the halftime show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri, it's the Hy-Vee halftime show as the School of the Osage Indians have an 8-point lead over Hallsville, 40-32 here at halftime. And pretty exciting first half here, Steve. And I want to say something. You and I, we get a chance to go to these games, and we sometimes have to have a longer road trip, which is what tonight was. Even in the conference, these road trips seem to get longer and longer. And we worried coming into tonight. We worried about how the Indians would react coming off a tough loss like they did on Tuesday night. We worried about them coming out flat, but that has not been the case tonight. I have been so happy, so proud of what I've seen from the resiliency in this team, and they have had some tough losses. That St. James loss, those Eugene losses where Osage really played great basketball and still wound up on the losing end. And then, of course, Tuesday night, the 4th game in 5 nights, just kind of at the end of the rope, and just it was a tough night for them. But they have got 1 day of practice in them, and they come out and they have just hit the ground running here tonight, Steve.
Yeah, just playing loose, playing confident. I love the balance that they're playing on the offensive end. Again, getting the bigs touches, Bruce and Harrison, and then, Jackson Longwood doesn't hurt when he's making 5 threes. When he's on, that certainly opens things up for our offense. And, hey, Hallsville at halftime, they can't shake their heads too much about what they're bringing them offensively. Now, again, these are two teams that are limiting their opponents to around 50 points a game. Hallsville is a little less than 50. We're a little above 50. We're not on pace to keep that tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make defensively, or maybe you just go with it, right? But if you're a Hallsville team, you can't let Osage score 80 points and expect to win the game.
No, indeed not. And that's kind of been the story of the first half, is just the defenses. And Osage's defense has not been great either, because Hallsville offense has been as good as it's been. They've gotten good looks at the rim, and honestly, there were some offensive rebounds that Osage is going to have to clean up. And we saw rebounds be a major factor on Tuesday night as well. Cameronton did a great job of cleaning the glass and keeping pace with Osage, and they just kind of hung in there, and then finally took the win away from the Indians down the stretch. So Osage will be looking to come out, show some tempo here in the third quarter, and push this one away. What do we have as far as first half stats, Steve?
We got Jackson Long with his 5 threes. He's our leading scorer. He's got 15. Blake Harrison in double digits with 11. Dane DePay with 8. Andrew Bruce with 6. So those are our 4 scorers. They got all our points here. Great start for those young men on a night, following Camden, where we only had one player in double digits, and that was Blake Harrison with 10. So love what we're seeing so far here this evening.
It's time for the final regular season hottest mid-Missouri basketball segment in the world, Steve.
In the world.
It's time for Are You Smarter Than Steve? I got a chance to sit down with Bass and Rob today, my friend from the Big Bass Bash, one of the best personalities around the lake area, and a guy I've had the pleasure of getting to know the last 5 years in covering that fishing tournament for Mix 92.7. And I sat with him earlier today, and he got some great questions, Steve. We're going to find out if he's smarter than you. Maya, play that participation.
Are you smarter than Steve?
It is time for another iteration of Are You Smarter Than Steve? And I have a very special guest tonight. And I know I say that every time, but I do mean it this time, as I have a very close, dear friend of mine, someone that I have been doing the Big Bass Bash with for the last 5 years. I have Bass and Rob with me. Rob, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Craig, man. You make me feel so good when you talk that highly of me, buddy. I sure do appreciate you, and I've loved the last 5 years we got to spend together, buddy.
Yeah, I agree. It has been a lot of fun, and whenever I was thinking of the perfect trivia opponent, you were the first person that came to mind. I got to ask you before we get started, I know you don't know Steve, but do you think you can beat him?
Well, I always think I can beat everybody there, Bass and Craig. I mean, I'm a confident guy, but, I don't know what Steve has to offer, but I'm ready.
Let's get started. First question is music. Rob, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band sang about going fishing in the what?
Deep blue sea.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking for fishing in the dark. You and me go fishing in the...
I'm terrible with the music stuff.
That's all right. So is he. But we'll get to television now, okay? What state does the majority of the show Deadliest Catch take place in?
The what state?
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.? No, Washington, D.C., Washington State.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually Alaska. You were so close.
I was going to say Alaska, too.
That's all right. That's right. You got to bounce back here, Rob. I feel good about it, okay? Movies. In Finding Nemo, Nemo's friend Dory was voiced by what actress?
Ellen?
That is correct. I'll take Ellen. You got one. You're on the board. Now here comes sports. This is a tough one. It's multiple choice, okay? In what year was Major League Fishing formed? 2010, 2005, or 2000?
2010.
That is correct. All right, here we go. Missouri. If you don't get this one, I'm going to be so sad, Rob. What event is hosted twice a year in Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks, and can be heard on Mix 92.7 all weekend long?
Jeez, you got me with the toughest one, man. Come on, Craig.
It got Lou. It's got Bob. It's got all of them down there.
Oh, man, it's my favorite event of the year. Twice a year, it's the Big Bass Bash with Bass and Craig.
That is correct. It is the Big Bass Bash. You came back, Rob. You got 3 out of 5 down the stretch. How do you feel? Do you think you can beat Steve?
I don't know if that's going to hold up against Steve. I hope he has an off day. I don't know how good he's been this season, but feel all right about it, Craig.
Yeah, I feel good,
I
too.
still want to redo.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can get you to redo for the playoffs. Rob, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, Craig. Have a good one.
All right, Steve, you got to beat 3 out of 5 to beat Bass and Rob here tonight. First question is music. Steve, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band sang about going fishing in the what?
The Bayou. I don't know.
The dark.
The dark.
You and me going fishing in the dark.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I should have known that one.
Steve, television. What state does the majority of the show Deadliest Catch take place in?
What state? I'm going to say Florida.
Alaska. But it's not Washington, D.C. like
Deadliest
Bass
Catch.
and Rob
Is
tried
that
to say.
the one about they're at sea? Okay. Yeah, okay.
They're in a boat.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of Gilligan's Island.
No.
Third question.
Okay, man, it's
That's hey, he missed those as well.
Okay.
So you got to bounce back here. In Finding Nemo, Nemo's friend Dory was voiced by what actress?
I believe this is not the first time her name's come up in our trivia. Ellen DeGeneres.
When was the other time?
I don't know, but I feel like I've said her name before.
Well, maybe you're having one of those moments, deja vu. That's correct. Steve, you get this multiple choice. In what year was Major League Fishing formed? 2010, 2005, or 2000?
Well, this is a total guess. Did he just know this because this is his world?
It felt like he did.
This is his world?
I thought he would have to guess, but it felt like he knew it.
It's 05.
2010.
Oh, sorry.
Final question, Missouri. Steve, what event is hosted twice a year in Missouri at Lake of the Ozarks and can be heard on Mix 92.7 all weekend long?
The Big Bass whatever thing, right?
I'm not going to accept that.
The Big Bass.
I'm not accepting that.
Big Bass Bash.
Okay. 2.9 correct. You got that one. Baskin Rob with the victory.
Baskin Rob, is that the ice cream?
Not
guy?
Baskin Rob.
Baskin Robbins? 33 flavors, baby. 32 flavors? I don't know. They got a bunch of flavors.
32 points on the board for Hallsville. Not flavors, Steve. Come on now. Osage will start with the basketball and an 8-point lead. In this third quarter, brought to you by Elite Roofing and Siding. DePay off a screen. Gets over to Long, and he'll step into a three-pointer to start the quarter. No good. Rebound comes down to Stinson. He'll have to hand it off to Dorman. Dorman out to Cox. His three-pointer on the wing is up. Rims off, no good. Fight for the board, knocked around. Childs has it, kicks it over to Long. Now Long dribbles up, goes right to the basket, takes it hard to the rack. Can't get the shot to fall, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Nice aggressive move by Long there. Love to see him taking it to the rim. We know he can hit the three. Nice.
Wow. Yeah, there he is going to the basket. I think he gets lost on his way there.
They were right in the crowd there. I'm getting trash talk about, are you smarter than Steve?
Well, we have to admit, Steve, sometimes some fans are smarter than Steve. Megan Trusty already proved earlier this year that she was smarter than you.
No way, we tied it. That was a tie. We both got 5 out of 5.
We still heard Supertramp regardless.
They always get their song. I never get a song.
Got that song banned because of that. Second free throw is good. Extend.
You need them when disaster strikes. Count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Had some internet issues, but we are back up on MoSportsZone.com as well as on the radio here at 102.7. Osage up by 9, 43-34 over Hallsville. This is Rhodes. Handing off to Cox. Now goes to Dorman. Dorman working the baseline. Can't get his shot to go. Gets his own rebound. Fighting for it. Goes over to Rhodes. Rhodes up top. Goes right into Childs. And that's an offensive foul. And Landon Childs has now tied the payback in offensive fouls taken this season.
They don't even know they're going back and forth on this. But it's fun to talk about.
I told them. I just signaled them. Oh, back behind the defense. They get the ball into Harrison. And Harrison just takes it right to the basket to give Osage a double-digit lead. Hallsville caught asleep at the wheel right there. And Osage up 45-34. Now this is Cox. He'll step into a three-pointer on the wing. Rims around, doesn't fall. DePay has the rebound for Osage. He'll bring it up. Dribbles in, goes right to the basket, puts the shot up. It's no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. And Osage has come out determined in this third quarter and taken charge of this game.
Osage opening up this quarter with a 5-2 score here. 11-point lead.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Osage up by 11, 45-34. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Aye, Captain, the seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control. This is Osage Indians basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game. Cool 102.7.
4:43 left to go here in this third quarter. School of the Osage up by 11, 45-34. Dane DePay at the free throw line for the Indians. Just a few miles south of us, the Blair Oaks Falcons have a 6-point lead over Southern Boone. A Blair Oaks victory and a School of the Osage victory will give Osage a Tri-County Conference championship. If Southern Boone can manage to beat Blair Oaks, then Southern Boone will take home the Tri-County Conference title. Do you follow, Steve?
I'm with you.
Look, here's this flow chart I built. First free throw is good for DePay. DePay came into tonight 148 assists. Well over that 150 mark now. Second free throw is good. Makes it a 13-point lead, 47-34. Dorman Spins into the lane, tough shot, and finally gets one to fall. And we've seen Hallsville miss quite a few shots at the basket like that. That time they get it to go. Technical foul on Dorman for some reason.
We are unaware of what's going on here, but we know that Blake Harrison's going to the line. He'll get 2 here.
First free throw is new. Maybe he said one of the magic words. Doo-doo, Maya. You know, all the band words from radio.
Second attempt here.
Second free throw is good, makes it a 12-point game, and Osage will retain possession. 48-36. Sideline inbound, difficulty rating 3. Osage handles it. No surprise, it's a 3. Trusty over to Long. Good ball fake on the inside, goes back up to Maverick. Maverick, right to left, pulls it back out, finds Childs on the wing. Childs over to Long. He'll think about it, now takes the 3, right iron, no good. Rebound goes right to Cox. Cox hands off to Brayman. Brayman into the lane. That foul is going to be on the floor.
DePay. No, Maverick. I thought they were giving that to DePay here. But Trusty picks up his 3rd. So he's going to take a breather here. We got Gruce and Northrop coming in. Childs and Trusty's going to take a break here. Hallsville with the baseline inbounds here.
Schlueter to inbound. And Gruce, the goalie, just knocks that one down. That's the 3rd time tonight Gruce has knocked down that inbounds play. All-state goalie, and showing why there. DePay picks up his dribble, finds Long in the corner. Long pump fakes, now dribbles in, gives it back out to DePay. DePay has it. Osage will reset here. Gets the play from Coach Henshaw. 48-36, still the score on the board. Noah Northrop with it. Over to Long. Long inside to Gruce. Gruce pump fakes. Tries to go back out to Long with it, but I think that was Cox that came across the arm there and gets called for the foul. Nope. It's going to go on Schlueter. And that's going to be the 5th team foul for Hallsville, which will put Gruce at the free throw line for the Indians.
5 fouls with, just under 4 minutes left in this not the contest, but the quarter.
Is the quarter not the contest?
It's not the entire contest. Oh, Gruce in and out.
Speaking of contests, did you see where Osage's janitor hit the half-court putt?
I saw the Facebook
brand
post
new putt
about that, yeah.
Incredible.
Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo.
He goes out there and dances with the cheerleaders when they do that church stomp. There we go.
Second free throw good, and now he hit a $100 putt. Back the other way. Brayman into the lane, goes right into Gruce, and Gruce kind of caught, I think he got caught between committing to take an offensive foul and committing to try and block, and he just kind of got in an awkward spot there and winds up getting called for the foul.
4th team foul for Osage.
14th?
4th team foul.
Oh, my, okay. Wow. It seemed like a lot, but I wouldn't have put it past him. 49-37, Osage still out in front. 3:34 left to go in this 3rd quarter, brought to you by Elite Roofing and Siding. Second free throw is good. Now full court pressure here from Hallsville. Just trying to make things difficult for School of the Osage. DePay has it in the backcourt. And that's 10 seconds right as DePay crosses the timeline.
I don't think we've seen that this season for the Indians.
And again, that's a different kind of turnover. If you're pressing, you're looking to really force a turnover and like a bad pass or something. There they get the turnover with the 10-second penalty. And they kind of took away what Osage was wanting to do at half court there. That's why that happened. This is Thompson with it. Thompson gives it off to Brayman. A ton of contact there, and Brayman gets the shot to go up and in.
Tough take there. 49-40 in favor of Osage. 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
DePay hands off to Northrop. Northrop to Harrison. Harrison over to DePay. DePay dribbles in, kicks it out to Long. That's a blocking foul before Long can get the 3 up. But again, 15 fouls. That'll put DePay at the free throw line.
Hey, we need to do more of that, right? Get into the paint, get into the lane there, draw the contact. We're going to be shooting every time.
First free throw is good for DePay. I didn't bring his stats up. Apologies. We'll get it next time he goes to the line now. Just boring old scoreboard up there, Steve. Why even work on stats? Second free throw is good. And that's what you want. If they're going to foul you and put you at the free throw line, make them pay for it. Dorman the other way. Goes right at Northrop. Can't get it to go. Stinson has it. Knocked away. Ball on the deck. Brayman has it. And I think they're going to call Gruce. Yeah, I think they're going to call Gruce for the foul. And unfortunately, that's going to be the 15th foul on Osage, which would put Hallsville at the free throw line as well now.
Second foul on Gruce.
When I was a member of the tribe, I remember my favorite thing to do when going to Osage basketball, I just love watching fouls called, and I just love watching free throws.
I sense, I don't know, a touch of sarcasm.
From me? I guess I could work on that. But I just love free throws, Steve. Former Knights of Columbus free throw champion. Oh, I was supposed to take a picture of my championship and show Mary Gruce because she didn't believe me. Harrison kicks it out to Northup. He thought about the three. Now he dribbles in, takes it right to the basket, rims around, doesn't fall. Stinson pulls down the rebound. Now Hallsville wants to move, goes right down the lane.
Wow.
And he took quite a few steps.
How many steps did he take?
That foul's going to go on Harrison. That'll be his third.
There's a lot of steps going down the lane there.
I don't know if it was 12.
One of the fans suggesting 12 steps.
I don't know if it was 12.
Well, it's like a 12-step program. You know.
12 seems like a lot. That could have been any fan. Let's not point fingers down there, folks. That could have been any fan that said that.
51-43 in favor of Osage. 2:20 left in this third quarter.
This is what happens. You put us in the stands, Steve. We got to be up here in the crow's nest. Both free throws good. DePay gets it behind the press. Gets it over to Long on the wing. He steps into the triple, and there it is. His 6th one of the night for the gunslinger.
Big shot. Hallsville was kind of taking away the...
Brayman throws it out. DePay comes up with the steal. Doesn't have the numbers. Pulls up and puts the floater up and in. A quick 5-point run from School of the Osage. The lead is back to 12, 56-44. Now Stinson working on Northrop. Goes right to the rack and just manages to go up and over him.
56-46. 1:44 left in this quarter.
Childs gets it over to Long. And Coach Henshaw wants a timeout as the ball was precariously over there near the sideline. Steve, we'll take a timeout as well. 1:39 left to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Does your home need a new look? A new roof or siding could be the perfect solution, and Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you will receive excellent customer service, as our factory-trained installers will deliver a quality product on time and on budget. Now is the perfect time to upgrade the exterior of your home, so call us at 302-ROOF for all of your roofing and siding needs. Elite Roofing and Siding, proudly serving the lake for more than 20 years.
Back to Osage Indians basketball on Cool 102.7.
A 10-point advantage for School of the Osage over Hallsville. 1:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Blair Oaks up over Southern Boone by 10 points, 36-26. Fourth quarter about to get underway down there in Wardsville. If Blair Oaks wins and Osage wins, Osage will take home the Tri-County Conference Championship. Long fakes the handoff, dribbles in, now finds Northup up top. Over to DePay, right to left, into the lane, takes a ton of contact, floater up on the glass, no good, rebound tipped out of bounds, and it says goes back to Hallsville.
1:19 left in this third quarter. Osage with a 10-point lead.
A lot of contact down there, Steve. Dorman, right to left, and somehow gets the offhand floater up and in. Long, back to Childs as Osage tries to deal with this press. Childs kicks it out to Gruce to Northrup, wide open in the corner. He'll step in, 17-footer, back iron, no good. Childs tips the rebound, out of bounds, off Hallsville, and it'll go back to School of the Osage. The look Steve Adams just gave me. I don't know about that one, Craig.
We'll take it.
Under a minute to go here, an 8-point advantage for Osage. Gruce hands off to Long. Long over to Northup. Trying to go inside to Gruce. That one's taken away. Long three up near the volleyball line. No good. Weak side rebound down to Schleter. And he wants to move for Hallsville. Brings it up. Pump fakes the three. Goes in the corner. Cox's three goes up. Over to Pay. And the rainbow shot falls to make it a 5-point game. DePay able to break the press. Goes over to Childs. He'll step into a three-pointer on the wing. Back iron, no good. Schleter has the weak side rebound with under 20 to go. Dorman goes right to the basket, blocked by DePay, and he saves it from going out of bounds. Now full court pressure. Northup has it.
Home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
Back here after some more technical difficulties. Osage a 6-point lead here in the fourth quarter. A wild start to this one. Sorry that we had some difficulties and missed that, but Osage up by 6. Harrison right to the rack for the underhand layup. And the pace has picked up in this fourth quarter, folks. 64-56, just under 6 minutes left to go here. Brought to you by United Rentals. First time all season we've really had any kind of internet issues, so apologies for that. Jackson Long hit another three-pointer to start the fourth quarter. And then Hallsville answered with one of their own. Now, this is Dorman. Kicks it out to Stinson. Stinson into the lane, lost a handle on it, finds Schleter wide open in the corner. His three-pointer is up, rims off, doesn't go. Rebound tipped out by Harrison, and Maverick Trusty comes up with it. The quarterback brings it up for the Indians, gives it over to DePay at the top of the key. Osage will reset here, an 8-point lead. 5 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Harrison looking to go inside, lost a handle on it. Stinson has it, now grabs it back, goes right past, and they call DePay on the foul. A little bit of contact there, but DePay at least going to make Stinson earn it. Cameraman absolutely misses the play completely as he's calling it, so that's my bad there.
DePay's second of the night.
Dude, Steve, what was the score at the end of the third quarter?
59-51.
59-51 after 3. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. 5:05 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 64-56 down in Blair Oaks. Southern Boone has made it a basketball game, folks. 39-35. Blair Oaks with the lead down there. Again, a Blair Oaks victory and a School of the Osage victory mean Osage is the Tri-County Conference champion, for those that still keep track of that.
We are one of those that keep track of that.
Apparently.
I'm pretty sure our coaching staff and our athletes do as well.
But they're not scoreboard watching tonight, Steve. That's our job.
That's for sure true.
Our next broadcast will come to you live Monday night as district play starts down in Bolivar, Missouri. Class 4, District 10, School of the Osage, the 3 seed in that district. They will take on the Eldon Mustangs for the right to move on to play on Wednesday. For the Osage Lady Indians, I was told they play on Thursday night against Bolivar, and that's a 5-team district. So if Osage wins that game Thursday, they will find themselves in the district championship game.
Nobody's thinking about districts right now in this moment. I tell you, what a great contest we're here tonight. Osage playing some great basketball, up by 8. 5 minutes left in this contest. Stinson at the line, shooting 2.
First one is good. Second free throw, no good. Harrison rips down the reboard for School of the Osage. Harrison to Maverick. Inside to Gruce. Gruce back out to DePay. Osage will reset here. It's a 1-3-1 zone, so Osage switches up their offense. Look for Northrop in the corner here, Steve.
He's there. He's camping out. He's ready.
DePay over to Northrop. Northrop pump fakes the shot, had his man inside, decided not to go there. You got to find those cross patterns right there. Gruce and Harrison will be open on the block. Harrison spins in, ton of contact, no call, and the easy finish at the rim for Blake Harrison to extend this lead.
66-57, 4:23 left in this contest.
Now Stinson has it up top over to Schleter. His three-pointer is up just over the outstretched arms of DePay, but it's no good. Harrison fights for the rebound and brings it down. Osage a chance to extend this lead back to double digits. Maverick Trusty has it on the wing for the Indians as Hallsville switches back to man-to-man defense. Trusty dribbles in, gets some space, shot up, no good. Rhodes down with the rebound for Hallsville. Gives it over to Brayman. Brayman up past the timeline. Dribbles in, looking for help. Finds Stinson up top. Stinson. Over to Evans. Evans back out to Stinson. Pump fakes the shot. Now trying to go on the interior. Timeout on the floor taken by Hallsville. We'll take one here. 3:46 left to go. Osage holds a 9-point advantage. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. Dam Steel and CWD Supply have everything you'll need to get your dock back to like-new condition. From cables and clamps to bumpers and structural integrity, they've got you covered. Make sure your dock is ready before another season takes the toll. Located right on D Road in Osage Beach. Stop by or call them today. Dam Steel and CWD Supply, your trusted steel and dock people since 1982. Don't wait. Schedule your dock inspection now. This is Osage Indians basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri, 3:46 left to go on the clock, and it is a very close matchup here between these two pretty evenly matched teams. School of the Osage has had the advantage for most of the night, and they have a 9-point lead over Hallsville. For those curious, Blair Oaks up by 5 over Southern Boone right now, 44-39, 3:58 left to go down there. So both of these games have a chance to end around the same time. Baseline inbound coming up for Hallsville after the timeout.
3:46, as you said, left in this contest.
Schleter to Stinson in the corner. He's on the wing now, picked up by Gruce. Osage switching to their man-to-man. Out to Schleter, his three-pointer is up, back iron, no good. Brayman takes the rebound off of Harrison's back. Now wants to go the hole, pump fake. Tough shot up over his man, can't get it to go. Bodies on the deck, DePay pulls it down for the Indians. Osage has numbers, Jackson Long back the other way, his three-pointer up, big good! Jackson Long once again from downtown. Back the other way comes Hallsville now. Schleter trying to back DePay in. Gets him into the lane, picks up his dribble, trying to give it over to Dorman. He gets underneath Harrison, over his head, out of bounds, goes back to School of the Osage.
69-57, 3:09 in this contest here. Big shot by the gunslinger.
Full court pressure being applied here by Hallsville. DePay to Northrop. Northrop picks up his dribble, finds Harrison across the timeline. Osage has numbers. Kicks it over to Gruce. Gruce spins in. Tough shot up off the glass. No good. Dorman down with the rebound. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Back comes Hallsville. Pull up three from Cox. Doesn't catch anything. Stinson has it. Knocked out of bounds.
They are undecided about which way it's going. Still haven't made
and they're going to say School of the Osage basketball.
2:49 left in the contest. Osage up 69-57.
Dealing with the pressure. Northrop comes up to get it. Had DePay back behind the defense. Picks up his dribble. Now gives it up ahead to Long. Long over to DePay. DePay has Gruce on the block. Grabs the ball up and in. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line for one more.
We're having a little conversation here. I'm not sure what the conversation's about.
Are you smoking dope? He said, let's go!
Yeah, Gru's going to get called for a technical foul. I think
he's just excited. Is that what's going on
that's
here?
probably just what it was. Excited, might have been misinterpreted. So Gruce will get a free throw here for the and one foul. And then Blair Oaks will get technical free throws.
And the possession after that.
I believe so, yeah. So the free throw is good by Gruce, extends the lead to 15. And now Blair Oaks will get, watching the game here on my phone. Now Hallsville will get free throws on the other end. Yeah, probably just a matter of misunderstanding the situation and wanting to keep tempers down, wanting to keep things calm. But I think he's done the opposite with that call, Steve. In an attempt to keep things calm, I believe he may have incited a riot.
72-58, Osage up by 14.
Make it 13 as both shots from Cox are good. 2:40 left to go here, 72-59 on the scoreboard. So Hallsville gets the 2 free throws, and now they will get the basketball back. Stinson over to Cox, working on Childs. Step back 3 is up, short. Dorman finds Stinson underneath the basket for the easy putbacks. Ball goes in to DePay. Trying to go back to Harrison. Stinson jumps the passing lane. Can't get the shot to fall. And DePay has the rebound. He's fouled in the backcourt, and that's going to be 3 team fouls on the Indians here. Hallsville.
So it's still going to be, looks like a baseline inbounds. So we're still having to, boy, they're bringing the pressure.
Yeah, it's really ramped up. Really getting physical out there now.
Trusty checking in for Northrop.
.211 left to go here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by United Rentals. Baseball pass thrown back behind the defense to Childs. Childs pump fakes, takes the contact, finishes at the basket, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Yes, bucket is good. I love
it. What a play drawn up by the Indians. What a finish by Landon Childs.
74-61, 2:09. Northrop's checking back in. Jackson Long's going to take a breather here.
Blair Oaks out in front by 8, 90 seconds to go down there. 2:09 left to go here. A 13-point advantage for School of the Osage. Child's free throw is no good. Rebound knocked around. Harrison has it, gives it over to DePay. Works it into Trusty. Trusty tries to go inside to Harrison. Ball on the deck. People sliding around. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay here with School of the Osage.
Wow, what a great play there. Extending the possession. Jackson Long checking in. Northrop's going to have a seat here. Offense for defense here, kind of substitution. Dane DePay with the baseline inbounds here.
Off the inbound. DePay gives it into Childs in the backcourt. Landon brings it up, finds DePay in the corner. DePay dribbles it back out. Now here comes the trap. Looking to give it over, finds Trusty on the opposite wing, inside to Childs. Childs, reverse layup up and in. Landon Childs with the last 4 points for School of the Osage to extend this lead. Brayman to the basket, takes the contact, can't get it to go. Stinson, offensive rebound. He goes up through 2 Osage players and finishes. 1:35 left, a 13-point advantage for Osage. DePay up the Long, in the corner, 3-pointer up from Jackson Long. Another triple to put this one away for School of the Osage, 79-63. Stinson into the lane, ton of contact. They're going to say the basket's good, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Dane DePay with his third. Lots of opinions about that call on the floor here.
Lots of refereeing this week.
79-65.
What a big three from Jackson Long on that previous possession.
Goodness.
My goodness.
He's got 31 tonight. Wow, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. He picked a great time to have just the game of his life in terms of his high school career here.
Probably that pregame pep talk I gave to him in the hallway.
Sure it was. Pew, pew.
Yeah.
Harrison with 20. Gross with 10.
Gross.
Gross.
You said the thing, Steve.
I did say it. Gross, where did that come from?
Free throw is no good. Childs beats everybody down the floor, finds Jackson Long. Now up top to DePay. Osage will run some time. Harrison wide open at the basket, and he finishes at the rim to extend this lead. Osage up by 16. Blair Oaks up by 10 with 45 seconds left down there. Cox in the corner to Schleter. His three-pointer is up. Long, no good. And it's tipped out of bounds by Trusty. Stays here with Hallsville. Northrop will check in as Jackson Long takes a seat. 53.2 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. It's an 8 point, excuse me, go ahead.
No, it's 81-65, I said a half. If Hallsville lets Osage score at 80 points, they're going to have a hard time winning, and that's exactly what's going on.
Back iron, no good. Trusty with the weak side rebound, and the birthday boy is going to head to the free throw line. Because it's Maverick's birthday.
And here we go. He's about to score his first. He's stepping to the line to score his first points of the night.
No better time than now, I say. If you're watching on MoSportsZone.com, you can see his stats for the season up there on the screen. Just an all-around stat getter for School of the Osage. At the free throw line, where he's a 74% shooter, gets the first one to fall.
And they don't have a stat that says leadership quality, but
well, I do. Look, it's right here.
He's one that brings it.
I have all kinds of stats, Steve. Here's your ratings for food for every arena we go to. What would you rate the pulled pork sandwich tonight, Steve?
Well, I actually had the pulled pork nachos.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, no cheese, just the meat and the chips.
How was that?
Doused in barbecue sauce.
That's much more important than what's happening right here.
It's pretty good.
83-65. Brayman goes to the rim, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds off Stinson. He'll go back to School of the Osage. 39.4 seconds left down in Blair Oaks, and Blair Oaks up by 8 over Southern Boone.
Long back on the floor.
53-45.
Northrop's are. Yeah, I was just trying to get the substitution in there. Northrop having a seat.
Harrison up ahead to DePay. DePay will pull it back, and Osage will run some time here. Maverick with it up top. Over to Childs. Back over to Trusty. In the corner to DePay. DePay out to Maverick. He has it up top. Over to DePay. And now the time really starting to tick down as DePay dribbles into the lane and then back out. Lost a handle on it. And it'll be a layup at the other end for Hallsville. They want a timeout to talk about it. 34 seconds left down in Wardsville. Blair Oaks still up by 8, 53-45.
17 seconds left here in this contest. Coach Baumstark playing the part of the role of the cheerleader, getting the crowd going here. 83-67. Osage up by 16.
And if these scores hold on, Osage will take home the Tri-County Conference Championship due to their victory over Blair Oaks a couple weeks ago. 17.2 seconds left, a 15-point advantage on the board. Osage with the basketball. The parents and crowd are on their feet for Osage as this one winds down. Northrop up ahead to Childs. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt. Fell backwards over the line. And Osage just wants to make it dramatic, Steve.
They're trying to make it interesting.
He's trying to make it a little dramatic down the stretch here.
11.8 seconds left. 83-67.
Blair Oaks scores once again to go up by 10. Off a screen, three-pointer up and good. And you knew that one was going to go in by Jenkins. But Osage will run the clock down, and they will take home a victory tonight, and more than likely a Tri-County Conference Championship with this win. Final score, 83-70. School of the Osage beats Hallsville in the final game of the season. We'll take a break. Come back with the post-game show. Get you set for postseason play. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Tired of settling for low CD rates at your bank? Lock in a great rate at First Bank of the Lake today. We offer some of the best CD rates in the nation. CDs make saving a cinch. They combine security with great investment returns. Don't miss out. Maximize your savings with a secure, high-yield CD. Check out our rates at fblake.bank and lock in a great CD rate today with First Bank of the Lake. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
High-Tech Collision and Auto Body Repair has been servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for over 30 years. High-Tech is always here for you, and they tow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. High-Tech offers the best in complete collision repair and is the Lake's one-stop shop. Accidents are scary, but the repairs shouldn't be. A proud supporter of our Lake community and Camdenton and Osage basketball. Go Lakers! Go Indians! Go High-Tech! Call 348-9070 when you need them. When disaster strikes, count on the one team that can restore your home and give you peace of mind. U.S. Disaster Restoration. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week emergency service. They're the team you can trust in one phone call. 573-552-1972. They specialize in water, mold, fire, trauma, and storm damage. 573-552-1972. A proud supporter of the Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. U.S. Disaster Restoration. Look them up online and Facebook. Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control. Game analysis, stats, and more. It's Osage Indians basketball. And this is the postgame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Hallsville, Missouri, where the school of the Osage Indians pick up a 13-point win over Hallsville. Final score 83-70. Joining me here for the postgame show, I have Dane DePay. And Dane, you guys came out tonight. You knew this was going to be a tough contest with Hallsville, and I'd measure to say maybe the toughest full court pressure you guys have faced all season here tonight. They were very aggressive in your face up near right at the inbound mark, but Osage really has not struggled with full court pressure all season. Talk about dealing with that full court press tonight and getting what you wanted out of it.
Oh, I just wanted to get it to me and clear the ball. Gosh, I can't talk because I'm so tired.
Yeah, you just want to you want to bring it up yourself.
Yeah, I want to bring it up myself.
Clear people out, but you had the advantage. You were getting into the lane tonight, and by collapsing that defense, you could hit it out to shooters. Jackson Long, a huge night tonight on the perimeter. Talk about having guys out there that can hit those shots when guys are collapsing on you when you're driving.
When I got Jackson Long on the three-point line, I feel pretty good when I'm driving in and I'm kicking out because I'm confident he's going to make it.
That was a big night for him tonight. You still gave up 70 points tonight. Probably not what you want to do defensively, but this was a really good Hallsville team. You did well to stop them, especially their interior shot chart. Lots of X's down there. The interior defense was where it was at tonight for Osage.
Yes, it was. Blake played great tonight. Offensively, defensively, he blocked out well. He played great tonight.
I hate to be the one to break the news to you, but it looks like Osage is going to take home a Tri-County Conference championship. Coming into this season, having 10 wins last year, this conference being as tough as it is, Dane, this being your senior year, what does this mean to you?
It means everything. We worked my whole freshman year to now all the way to get to this point, and it's all I've ever wanted just for Osage basketball.
Well, you got 19 wins, and you got district starting next week. Best of luck to you, and congratulations on a great win tonight.
Thank you.
That's Dane DePay joining us here for the postgame show. He'll hand the headset over to Coach Baumstark. Coach, Steve and I talked in the car on the way up here, and we said after Tuesday night's tough loss, very physical game, lots of games being played here in a short amount. We worried about Osage coming out flat tonight and just having no energy just from the sheer amount of games being played and that tough loss. You guys came out of the gate just absolutely like a bull in a china closet. You were getting the looks you wanted. You were doing everything on both ends of the floor. Talk about that first quarter tonight and what it meant for this team.
I mean, it was massive. You know, yesterday having the day off and the day to kind of prep for these guys was massive for our guys, just to get their legs underneath them.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them were pretty sore yesterday. It's not like the 4 games we had before this were cakewalks. You know, they were physical Tri-County Conference games, and we had it was from top to bottom. Everybody was just, we needed a day off. And we really didn't talk much about how big this game was, because they knew. Yeah. I mean, these kids, like you kind of said to Dane, this has been something that's been in the making now for 4 years and things like that. And so the fact that these guys, what a crowd too. Unbelievable crowd, unbelievable environment, both sides.
Yeah.
And so the way that we handled their pressure, came out, kind of punched them in the mouth early and kind of got on top of them was a massive kind of statement for us, saying, hey, we're here. We're not going anywhere. And so super proud of these guys.
Coach, you end the season last year with 10 wins. Coach Engelbrick steps out, and you bring in a whole new coach to take over. I mean, he's not new to the team, but you bring in a new head coach. You're coming off, again, a 10-win season. Was this a Tri-County Conference championship? We always talk about how tough this conference is. Was this in your mind coming into this season?
Well, I think for the seniors, it definitely was. We want to get to 20 wins, and we want to at least compete for a conference championship. And like we've said, this has been something where we've had to play young guys for so long. Because we've kind of been the bottom feeder of the Tri-County Conference, and these guys have kind of taken that personal. And Dane specifically, I'm so proud of that kid for all the stuff he's gone through, the last year, and kind of growing up with Osage basketball with his brother. Struggled. I mean, he was a great player, but struggled with some teams and didn't have a whole lot of success. And for him to kind of go out here, play the whole game, to not come out once, and was chasing blocks down, was leading our guys. And I'm just so proud of these guys in this senior class. But it's from top to bottom. I mean, Blake Harris tonight was unbelievable. I mean,
Jackson Long
too, just knocking some tough shots down. But
hey,
Blake,
Gruce, the improvement he's had the second. Yeah,
it was everybody, and so. And that's what makes us so tough. We're a tough team because it's not just one guy. We've got 7 or 8 guys that can come in and make things happen. And so, super proud of these guys, and super proud. I'm so excited for our community, our school, the first conference championship we've had since 2005.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like after we beat Blair Oaks that monkey paw curled into like a Camdenton loss because of that. But just a way to see them come out tonight and just execute and bring home a conference championship, it's got to be very fulfilling as a coach, because it's very fulfilling as a fan and a broadcaster. So congratulations, Coach. And now we move on to postseason play. We get ready for a very tough district next week, Class 4, District 10. There's some good teams down there. We'll be there Monday night against Eldon, right?
Yeah, we get to travel an hour and a half to play a team right down the road. So it's going to be fun, a chance for us to get to 20 wins, which has been our goal all year. And so I know our boys are going to be excited. And Eldon's a tough team. I know playing a team twice in a year is always tough.
And they played us hard in the Heritage.
They've got some talented kids. And so all it takes is, for us to have an off game and them to come out on fire for us to kind of be in trouble. And so this weekend is going to be massive for us to get rested up. And we know that Eldon's going to give us our best shot. And so our guys are going to be ready, and we're super excited for it.
Coach, go celebrate with your team. I appreciate you coming up. We'll talk to you on Monday, okay? That's Coach Baumstark joining us here for the post-game show as he hands the headset over to Steve. And Steve, final score 83-70. What do you have as far as player totals for the Indians?
Well, it looks a little bit different tonight than it did against Camdenton. Here we go. Jackson Long leading all scores here with 31. Blake Harrison with a quiet 22, right? Dane DePay with 14. Andrew Gruce with 10, double digits. Those are 4 scores in double digits. But in addition to that, we have Landon Childs with 4 and Maverick Trusty with 2. So, boy, it's fun to see a game just come together just as a team, just play such a high level, not just, and of course, Jackson's his score line, his stat line really stands out. But underneath that, several Osage players just playing at the top of the game here tonight.
Mills & Sons Insurance MVP. Going to be hard to go away from Jackson Long, and absolutely career-making night for him. We talked about how, a couple games he's struggled to get a shot up when teams are really focusing in on him, but he got to his spots tonight, and DePay did a great job in finding him. They did a great job finding him in transition. They did a great job finding off that press break. I got to go with Long tonight. It's hard to ignore the stat line when the points are put up like that.
Yeah, but it's no accident that you've got Harrison and Gruce scoring 32 points between them. that helps him get open and get those looks outside. So that's the kind of balance that we can bring on the floor offensively that makes us pretty tough to defend.
Our next broadcast will come to you live Monday night. It'll be postseason play, Class 4, District 10. The Indians will take on the Eldon Mustangs down in Bolivar. That's a start time of 7 o'clock. We'll have the call for you on 102.7. That game will be streamed, but it'll be streamed through Misha. If you'd like to watch the stream, you'll have to go to the Misha website, pay $10, and you can watch the stream there. That's for all postseason games. Of course, the radio broadcast will be free. But for tonight, the Indians pick up a 13-point win and in a Tri-County Conference championship thanks to a Blair Oaks victory. School of the Osage is your Tri-County Conference champions for 24-25, folks. And now we'll see if they can bring home a district championship next week. For Steve Adams and Maya back in the studio, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening.